Hey, Webster City Middle School. Today is February 28th, 2020, and I'm Delaney.
And I'm Sam.
And there is nothing special about this week.
But there was last week.
Let's hear more about the past with Amanda.
Hey WCMS, it's Amanda today. Today I'm here to tell you about what fifth graders are learning in history. In history, fifth graders are learning about the beginning of slavery and why it started. First, we learned about how it was before slavery started in West Africa. Africans loved their families and many of them worked on farms. The next thing we learned about was the Middle Passage, where many slaves suffered and some even died because of such harsh conditions. Now we are currently learning about how the slaves arrived in the Americas. I'm learning a lot from this, and I think the other fifth graders are too. Now let's send it to Delaney for art.
What's up, WCMS? Delaney here. Everyone likes to doodle, and in fifth grade art, that's exactly what we were doing. Google Doodle is a program for students to design the Google homepage. This year's theme is kindness, so all drawings will revolve around kindness. 5 students will get picked to be flown out to Google headquarters. Anyone can choose to participate from around the world. If picked, students have a chance to win $30,000 to $50,000 worth of scholarship money. Here are a few examples. That's all from me. Now let's draw it on over to the anchors.
I'm not artistic enough to draw the Google logo.
Same. I was barely artistic enough to complete my ABC book in 6th grade.
I heard 6th graders are doing those right now, in history.
Let's go hear more about that with Ben.
Greetings, WCMS. I'm Ben. Did you hear about the elections and caucuses that are happening? Did you know our government is a democratic government, which means the people have the power to vote? This kind of government originated in ancient Greece, which is what we learned about in history and made ABC books on. To make the books, we would first find a bunch of words that related to ancient Greece. Then we would choose a word from each letter and write a description or sentence on it. After that, then we could start our book, and with each letter also had to include a picture. And finally, we would make the cover and staple it together. I had a lot of fun making them, and I think everyone else did too. Well, that's all from me, WCMS. Now let's sing the ABCs on over to Olivia.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Hey WCMS, Olivia here, and I've had a craving for some jazz music all week. The 6th through 12th graders had a jazz band concert on Tuesday, February 25th. The concert was called Jazz for Cause. If you didn't know, Hannah Brandt is currently battling a rare cancer in her cheekbone. Our jazz band concert was a fundraiser to try to help raise money for Hannah. The 6th, 7th, 8th, and high school jazz bands all played. We had yellow ribbons, and you can buy a bracelet for $2 at the office. Well, that's all from me, so let's play on over to the anchors.
Thanks, Olivia. The band sounds great.
And it was also for a great cause.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Hannah. She is such an inspiration to keep going and trying.
Just like how the entire school was challenged to keep going to school.
Let's hear more about the attendance challenge with Sebastian.
Hey WCMS, it's Sebastian, and today I'm going to interview Mr. Rock about the Winter Attendance Initiative, or WAI. What is the WAI and what is it for?
The Winter Attendance Initiative is designed during the time of year where we see a decrease in student attendance at school. Oftentimes, whether it's the weather or sicknesses or just students staying home and saying they're sick, we realized early on that we needed to create an incentive for kids to be here. So our team of teachers got together to think of, what would be things that students are excited for that would, make them want to come to school more often. And so we came up with a few different incentives for them to partake in.
How are the winners determined?
Well, it runs Friday through Thursday, so we can tally all the results. But we look at specifically advisory. And so each grade level, their advisory is kind of competing against the other advisories in that grade. Ultimately, it's going to lead to a big competition right at the end of the best 7th and 8th grade and the best 5th and 6th grade to get that last prize.
What are the prizes?
The 5th week is donuts provided to us by Hy-Vee. They were donated. And then the 6th week, we have breakfast pizza, where one 7th and 8th grade and one 5th and 6th, whoever had the best overall attendance throughout the entire initiative, will be the winners for that.
When does it end?
March 6th would be the last day, and in the event that we have a snow day, it would roll over to that Monday.
Well, thank you for the interview. I hope everyone makes it to school to help their class win. Now let's send it on over to Hank.
Hi WCMS, it's Hank, and today I will be teaching you about bucket drumming. This past couple weeks, Miss Keston has been teaching us the basics, hitting the center, the rim, and the side. To help us learn, we have been playing a couple games. Remember the sequence and play along with the song. For our final performance, we will be either playing along with the song or making up our own. I'm so excited to see what these students have in store. Now let's march on over to the anchors.
Wow, Hank. The 7th graders are pretty good at bucket drumming.
Yeah, that sounded great.
On another note, 8th graders started learning about the Oregon Trail and reading.
Let's hear more about that with Jordan.
Hi WCMS, I'm Jordan. In 8th grade history, we're learning about the Oregon Trail. We have all done many activities to understand what the Oregon Trail was like. We chose random families from a basket and had to pretend we were buying supplies to go on the trail for our fake family. Then we designed and constructed our very own modeled wagon. Then, in groups, we bought and kept track of supplies for our journey on the trail. We ran into important decisions, some which sadly led to our classmates' deaths. In the end, we've all just been having fun with the Oregon Trail. It's definitely an interesting topic. Anyways, I'm off to pack for the journey, so let's give Brooklyn the spotlight.
Hi Webster City Middle School, it's Brooklyn. On Tuesday, February 18th, we had a 5th through 8th grade band concert at the middle school in the multi-purpose room. Now let's take a moment to listen to one of the 5th graders' songs. They sounded so good. The 6th graders also did very well. Let's listen in on one of their songs. The 8th graders, along with the 7th graders, performed a popular song from the Broadway musical called My Shot with rappers Hank and Caroline.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like a country of young, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm looking at scholarship in King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but that and is astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no polish. I got a polish to be heard with every word. A drop of knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These years you get cold. I shoulder every burden, every man. Die for the minute. I don't have a gun or range. I walk these streets Spanish. Flame is the fence is spark into a flame. Take it to the steps, let me spell it the name. I said A-L-E-X-A-D. Ego. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. You already keep spitting on the sentences. Essentially, and taxes relentlessly. King George was around with a spending spree. He ain't never gonna send his descendants free. So there will be a revolution of the century. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, you're just like a country of young, scrappy and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, you're just like a country of young, scrappy and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody sing. Hey! Woo! Let 'em hear ya. Go. Send shout to the rooftops. Send to the rooftops. Come on. Come on, so rise up when you're living on your knees and you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. One of these colonies 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 gotta rise up. Rise up. I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionate, stressing every expectation, every action, act of creation. I'm not in the face of habit, the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow, and I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, you're just like a country of young, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna it's time to take a shot. It's time to take a shot. It's time to take a shot. Take a shot, shot, shot. Hey, it's time to take a shot. Time to take a shot. I am not throwing away my shot.
I think the band, along with the singers, sounded great. Since it's 8th graders' last concert at the middle school, we also played a song alone from the movie The Greatest Showman. I think everyone performed very well at the concert. Now let's play it on over to the anchors.
The band sounded really good.
I don't know about you, but I think my favorite song was definitely The Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. On another note, some upcoming events are:
The Pops Choir concert on March 5th, 7th and 8th grade.
we have early dismissal for conferences on March 10th and 12th.
And the end of the trimester is on March 5th. Also, here's some footage of the middle schoolers preparing Meals for the Heartland on February 25th.
Anyway, WCMS, that's all from us. From the middle.